welcome to Football United TV. We're back from Madrid, the Champions League final last weekend, and what a messy time we had. Liverpool prevailing 2-0 against Tottenham Hotspur. Congratulations to them, and I feel very sorry for the Spurs fans. They showed tremendous support out there in Madrid, and I'm pretty sure, even though they lost, they had a fabulous time. We're going to talk to you pretty much about transfer news going on today. All of the UEFA Nation League is finished now, and some of the qualifiers for the Euros, pretty much internationals are all done. So the clubs can get focused on who they want to buy. And already Man United have bought Swansea's Daniel James. He's a winger, he's very good, he's 21 years old, and they think they've bought him for around 15 million. And he pretty much said, quoted, that he's happy to be joining the biggest club in the world, which is the sort of players that Man United want. They want players that want to come and play for them. Because I don't know whether you've been checking up on what's happening with De Ligt from Ajax recently, who has been pushed around so many clubs at the moment. He said that he'd go to Man United but always wants to go to Barcelona, so it's sort of like a stepping stone, which I don't think Man United fans want players to come just to use that as an advantage to get to where they want. They want players who want to be there for life. And I'm talking about De Ligt, yeah, there's so much going on with that. It looks like Barcelona are pulling out on that. Obviously to do with the agent of De Ligt, Mino Raiola. People are not happy with the demands that he wants. Yeah, and he's very clever. And he's probably happy that Barcelona don't want to get him, because at the end of the day, if PSG or Man United get him, he'll get the demands he wants, and then he'll be able to sell him on again and then get more money from potentially a move when he's 25, 26, because he'll still be in his prime, De Ligt, and yeah, he can go to Barcelona then and he'll probably be worth more. So for Mino Raiola, it's really good for him. That's why he's pushing it out to every single person. Ronaldo spoke to De Ligt after the UEFA Nations League final in Portugal, and obviously he told him to come to Juventus. A lot of Man United fans were sort of hoping that he'd say Man United, but he's a Juventus player. Why would he not say Juventus? Of course he would. So he could be anyone really. It looks more likely PSG. I don't think that's a good move for De Ligt. You've probably got a better chance at progressing at Ajax. League One in France is like a farmers' league, really, and it's no disrespect to the French league. It used to be so good, but because PSG is now run on oil money, no other teams can really compete. Monaco have competed a few times in the last 10 years, but no one wants to go to Monaco because they don't have much of a fan base. And if you look at the stadium as well, because of where Monaco is and the fact that it's a money pumped city, isn't it, or a country to some people, so people can't really afford to go because they live too far away. If they do support them, and the people that are in Monaco that do support them don't actually live there, they live around the world, they just have places in Monaco. It's a rich man's playground, so it's difficult for Monaco to be able to sustain. It's crazy how they've been able to do it. You know, you look at teams like Lyon and Marseille, who have had a great history in the European and domestic leagues. So I don't know why De Ligt would want to go to PSG. It just sounds silly to me. I mean, of course, I'd like him to go to Man United, but at the same time, like we was talking about with Daniel James, you want players that are saying, I want to be at this club, I want to play for this club, it's been my dream, blah-de-blah. And that's not coming from De Ligt. De Ligt's dreams to go to Barcelona. He'd use Man United and PSG as a stepping stone to get there, because he's still 19, he's very young. But obviously, I don't know whether you check out stats and ratings on players. He's definitely in the top 5 best centre-backs in the world at the moment, and he's 19 years old. He was the captain for Ajax at 19 years old. He's a trooper. He's a powerhouse, even at this age. So you can imagine the player that he's going to be when he turns 25, 26. You know, when he's 30, you can imagine how much he's won and the experience that he's had through his career. So he's definitely worth buying. I think Man United should go for it. But it would be nice if we could get players like Daniel James who say that they want to play for the club, and that's their only purpose. There's lots of other talk going on. Wan-Bissaka, Man United put in a 60 million bid because they've had a 40 million pound bid rejected about a week or so ago. Wan-Bissaka is saying that he'd love to go to Man United. It'd be his dream move. So that's another good buy if we do get him. He's a great wing back. He can definitely attack. He's a very good defensively as well. So I think he'd be a good signing. What else is going on? Pepe from Rennes is apparently going to Liverpool. They've managed to seal a deal for, I think, again, around the 60 million mark. They were looking at going for De Ligt as well, Liverpool, but they seem to have pulled out on that. But you never know with Liverpool. They seem to do very good business. You never hear from them, and suddenly, right at the end of the transfer news, they've picked up the player that everybody wanted. So you just don't know what's going to happen. We're not going to do too many transfer news updates this summer because there's so much rubbish that goes around in the media. And like you say, everything is just speculation. So I don't want to feed it out as or regurgitate it as if it's facts. It's not. It's it's my opinion on some things, like about De Ligt where he should go. That's just my personal preference. If you have a personal preference or a difference of opinion, you should definitely comment and let us know, and we can discuss that. Eden Hazard obviously is going to Madrid, and that's signed, sealed, delivered, and he'll be announced at the Bernabeu tomorrow midday-ish, I think. And obviously they make a big deal out of announcements of players, so you can probably watch that live on the internet, maybe even sports channels wherever you are in the world. You'll probably be able to check that out depending what time it is on and you are awake. Antoine Griezmann. There's more talk about the fact that he probably won't be going to Barcelona now. Barcelona seem to be pulling out on that one too. So word is that it's possibly again PSG or Man United that he'd be going to. He snubbed Man U, I think, back in 2017 to get a better deal with Atletico Madrid, and obviously to do with their transfer ban that they had back then, which was upheld. So they couldn't make any deal, but yeah, who knows where Antoine Griezmann's going to go. I don't necessarily think he'd be the certain fit for Man United, what they need. So I'm not really sure about that, but I'm pretty sure he'll go to PSG. They all look like they're going to PSG. They can offer the money, and they know they're going to win a league title with PSG. Even if they don't win it next season, they'll win it the season after. So that's pretty much it for transfer news. There's lots more coming up. We'll probably update you in the next few days. We've got more internationals coming up, I believe. Africa Cup of Nations and Copa America, I believe, is coming up this summer. And of course, we've got the Women's World Cup going on in France at the moment. And I have to talk about the USA women's team. They smashed it 13-0 against Thailand. And I think that's a world record for a score in Women's World Cup. So congratulations to them. I'm pretty sure America will win it this year. But England are looking good too. A little bit shaky against Scotland. But I'm pretty sure with the remaining games, they'll see it through. I believe they have Japan and Argentina. That's it for us though, pretty much. Thank you very much for tuning into our vlogs recently. And if you haven't looked at them, I think there's 4, I believe. Give them a look, give them a share, give them a like if you can. And please subscribe, hit that red button. It would mean so much to the channel. And we're going to do a lot more content when the Premier League starts and all the other leagues. We're going to try and get out to a few Europa League games because I'm a United fan and I think I just want to go out there and have a look anyway. So you might see me in places like Baku and Tbilisi in Georgia or places like that, you know. Not the typical Bernabeu San Siro. You know, I won't be in places like that, unfortunately. But I'm also thinking possibly going to some other games in Champions League away. You know, maybe even possibly Spurs, Chelsea, Liverpool, and City, possibly, just to get some more footage, get you seeing that we're putting in the effort and we actually want to get some really good content. So thank you for joining, and please have a pleasant day. Bye bye.